Hey Fireflies! Welcome back to your spiritual safe place. In this message, God wanted me to talk to some people about being chosen in the life of a chosen one. For some of you guys, you are chosen, and this is not a message for everybody, but there is a select amount of people where God has witnessed their journey. God has prepared them and molded them since they were even first born. And God knew since the beginning of time that the Most High God was going to choose this individual for a specific mission, for a journey, to live a certain life. And I have been hearing from the Spirit, like collective, people are like, well, how do I know if I'm chosen? How do I really know I'm chosen? Like, what does that mean to be chosen? Because the life you lived has definitely been extraordinary and set apart from the crowd. But even in the midst of that, you still wonder, like, am I chosen? Am I really chosen? What's really going on? So you will know if you're chosen if your life seems, no matter what, you try to make your life go like the average person. Like, you try to follow the old beaten path, to do the normal thing that society does, right? And it just never works out. You never feel peace. You never feel fulfilled following the old beaten path, because God has set you apart. God has called you out of the crowd because you're chosen. So God has chosen you to birth a new reality. So therefore, you can't do the same old actions as everybody in mainstream society, because they're not chosen. You're chosen. And as a chosen one, you have to walk with a certain amount of faith. You have to have spiritual eyes to see beyond the 3D plane, because when your life looks bleak and it looks like nothing's working out for you and it looks like not aligned to the picture, the vision that God gave you, you have to be able to walk in your authority and know that you are being used for a higher purpose because you are chosen. And not everything that life throws your way, not every single circumstance is to defeat you, is to take away your power, is to make you sad. No, but sometimes God uses your life as an example to showcase to other people and to teach people, I am God. Look at what I can do for an individual's life. So in order for God to showcase the miracle of turning it around in your favor and working everything out for your good, sometimes it has to not be working out. Sometimes it has to be so bad that God can do a 180 and make it good, just so people can see, this is my power. This is what I can do for lives if you really believe in me, if you really turn to me. And when he does turn around, it's way greater and extraordinary things that you have never even seen in mainstream normal life. Like the way God works, because when you're a chosen one and God is using you, like the back pay, the upgrade, the elevation, the prosperity, the fortune, the favor, it will surpass anything you thought God was capable of performing in your life, because God knows that he has to repay you for being the example, for letting God use you, you know? So God always has your best interest at heart. And I'm not sure exactly who I'm speaking to. I know it's my Firefly, somebody out there, but you just have to know that you are chosen. Like, if you don't hear anything else, you are chosen. You are one of God's chosen ones. And this is just your journey that you are on, and you have to trust it no matter what, because God gave you authority. And also, as a chosen one, when you know your power, when you know God's power as well, certain circumstances and situations will be unfolding in your life, and it will feel like to you that it's going on for too long. You're like, God, this has gone on for too long. Like, this is a cycle. When is it going to end? When is this chain going to be broken? But God is like, you know your spiritual authority, you know your spiritual strength and your power, and you know your spiritual authority in the spirit world. Like, you know, angels know your name. I'll just say that. Like, you sit in heavenly places. So when you feel like a cycle has gone on too long, You use your spiritual authority. You command. You quantum jump. You shift your mindset. You do a paradigm shift. You align yourself with your spiritual gifts because God's like, get it done. Like, show the world who you are. Show yourself. Look in the mirror and show yourself who you are because you know who you are. You know who God has called you to be. You know what you are capable of. So God is like, when you feel like life isn't adding up, show yourself what you're capable of. Show yourself your power, your strength, your wisdom, your intellect, your grit, your determination, your ability to conquer, to succeed, and to prosper. You know, that's just what it is. Like, sometimes you really just gotta show yourself, like, okay, enough of this. Let me boss up. Let me get this done. Let me show everyone around me and prove to myself I can manifest any reality. I can tune into any life that I truly desire as long as I am putting in the work as well to get there. Because we can't just snap our fingers and boom, we're so successful and prospering. No. We snap our fingers and we get an idea. We snap our fingers and we have a vision. We snap our fingers and we get to work and we make these shifts happen. We align ourselves and we take heed and take hold of opportunities that present themselves. When doors open, we walk through. We don't stay stagnant and just sit where we are. Oh, God's going to do it. Meanwhile, this door is open, that door is open, this door is open. Meanwhile, you're like, God's going to do it. No. And the door's not opening. You keep knocking, let me in. So, yeah, the message is getting kind of long. I don't have a lot of phone storage, so I don't want it to cut off and die mid-message. So I'm going to leave it there. You are the chosen one. You are sent here for a time such as this. I'm going to need you to always remember who you are in spirit, your spiritual authority. Like, angels know your name. You are borrowed from another dimension. You are not anything ordinary. You are not ordinary. You are not average. You are not a failure. You are not a disappointment to the world. No, like, and you're going to make yourself proud. I just heard that from your future self. Your future self is like, you're going to make me so proud. Like, you're going to make yourself proud. Just trust that. When God does that 180 and you're like, whew, I knew God was good. I knew God was great. But wow, my God is awesome and amazing. So, yeah. That's the message, Fireflies. I love you so much, so much. And I will be back for another message when God puts it on my heart to share, okay?